Meanwhile, back at Liwei's uncle's house, he sat in his study after the party, going through all the birthday gifts with a smile on his face. Suddenly, Fang rushed in, looking agitated. He told his father he couldn't believe Liwei was playing tricks on him. He insisted that Liwei wasn't as innocent as he seemed, that the documentary had been orchestrated by him, and even the waitress who spilled the drink was connected to Liwei. Liwei's father, clearly furious, told Fang to stop speaking nonsense. He reminded him that Liwei had defended him while he had simply stood there watching as if he weren't his own son. Fang argued that it was all part of Liwei's plan, that he was back to reclaim East Gate Group and investigating his parents' deaths. His father's anger escalated. He stormed toward Fang, telling him to stop speculating about things he didn't understand, especially regarding his brother's death. He stated that if Liwei had been investigating, he would have known long ago. To him, Liwei seemed naive, uninterested in power, and there was no way he would easily take over East Gate Group. Fang, frustrated at how clueless his father was, insisted that Liwei was dating the waitress girl. He argued that if they wanted the truth, they should target her, and Liwei would come to them willingly, confessing everything. He pleaded with his father to trust him, promising to expose the truth. His father hesitated, contemplating whether to believe him. He glanced outside and saw his other son walking by, calling him in. Scolding him, he asked why he hadn't attended his birthday and what had kept him busy. The younger son responded that he had been occupied with his own affairs. He glanced at Fang and his father, stating that he had his good son by his side and didn't need him at all. As he turned to walk away, his father called him back, asking if he was still close to Liwei. The younger son paused, then turned to ask why his father wanted to know. His father explained that he wanted him to find out if Liwei was dating someone, and he was to report back immediately. The young man laughed, asking why he wasn't leaving this task to Fang. Fang interjected, insisting it was a family matter crucial to the family's stability, and that there was no time for jokes. His father added that this wasn't a request, it was a command. If he refused, all his credit cards and privileges would be canceled, and he would be kicked out for not cooperating as a family member. The younger son stated that he would do it before walking out. Fang turned to his father, promising to prove everything and insisting that all they needed was to get their hands on Liwei's girlfriend. With that, he walked out. As Fang made his way to his car, someone grabbed him and injected him with something. It was Master Shen. Master Shen held him in place as Liwei stepped out of his car, walking toward them. Master Shen asked Liwei what he planned to do with him. Without a word, Liwei punched Fang several times, then told Master Shen he could leave him there. When he woke up, he would think he had been mugged by thieves. Master Shen laughed in surprise, asking if Liwei really needed to make him do all that just to punch him in the face. Liwei's gaze was cold and unyielding as he replied that Fang had dared lay his hands on his woman, almost pushing her off the balcony, and had attempted to poison him. That was what he deserved. No one dared harm his woman. Without waiting for a response, Liwei walked away. Master Shen shook his head, thinking that if only Amara could see how Liwei protected her behind her back, she would be proud. He placed Fang by the gate, making sure he was tucked safely in a corner. He paused briefly before walking away, then turned back to grab Fang's phone and wallet. Without another word, he got into his car and drove off, leaving Fang unconscious, his nose bleeding from Liwei's punches and a forehead bruised from Amara's strike. Liwei entered his room to find Amara already tucked into bed. He stood there, watching her sleep peacefully. Slowly, Amara opened her eyes and smiled, happy to see him. Sitting up straight, she asked if he had returned already. Liwei didn't answer. Instead, he walked to the bathroom, leaving her sitting there. Amara realized he might still be upset with her. She thought about how much she had missed him and wanted to talk. Standing up, she followed him to the bathroom. Seeing him in the bathtub, she asked gently if he was still upset. Moving closer, she explained that she had only acted because she was worried someone might hurt him and that she wanted to protect him. She added that if he didn't want to talk, it was fine. Before she could step away, Liwei grabbed her hand and pulled her into the bathtub with him, holding her close against his chest, his eyes locked on hers.